Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. My name is Captain Explody. I already tried to record this episode, and it didn't take, so I accidentally, a lot of the footage got lost, but also I might have reset, so we might be having a little guest on today's episode, which might be Mr. Rossetti. I'm about to find out, I'll explain everything once we're finished here. Let's have a look. Did we get away with it? No! Grar! You again. Stop jerking my chain. What's it gonna take to make you stop? Phew. Alright, Explody, that's it. Today's the day. I'm done. No more taking it easy on the poor human. See, I understand you now. It took a while, but I finally see what makes you tick. Allow me to elaborate, huh? The whole reset thing? It's your decision, right? Yeah, freedom of choice and all that. You're the master of your own destiny. Blah, 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 blah. That's all fine with me. I'm just tired of the drama. You want to hit reset, right? You love doing that? That's what you really want to do? Well, if that's what you're really looking for, let me help you out. Yeah, I'll hit reset for you. Everything you've done so far, all that you've worked for, forget about it. That's right, it's all going bye-bye. You and my button-happy friend get to start over. Well, see ya. Oh. Gotcha. How'd you like them apples? Did we break our controller? Did we maybe kick our TV? I got your attention now, huh? Did I knock a little sense into you? All the lights on up there? You keep going this way and bad things may happen. You don't want to make me any angrier, do you? Anyway, no more being stupid. Stop with the reset business, alright? Are we clear? Sure. That's what I want to hear. As long as we got an understanding, we can wrap this up and put it to bed. But I'm not even joking about this. No more of this funny business, you hear me? Oh yeah, one last thing. Before you tuck yourself into bed later tonight, scrub behind those ears. You got potatoes growing. Got that? Scram. Ooh. Well, that was fun. That was worth it. Let me also read this. At long last, mushrooming season is upon us. Yes, in just 4 or 5 more days, don your shrooming shoes and hunt those mushrooms. Oh my god, that voice hurts me so much. Oh, okay, I'm good. I'm good. He talks for so long. That's the problem. So, I had recorded footage today of today's episode. Lost it. I lost the footage. Lost the whole episode. So, that's why there's no meal. And I bought everything in the shop. I'll show you that I bought everything in the shop. But that's all completed. It's all finished. So I tried to do another episode. I tried to record it again. Realized I wasn't recording something. So I had to reset and start again. And that's why the Mr. Resetti turned up. Because I did a little bit of resetting. Just to annoy him. But it's nice to have a little... to see Mr. Rossetti once in a while, isn't it? It's nice to see him. It's been a while. So, there we go. It's a shame. I've talked to everybody here. I don't know if I'll talk to everybody again. But, yeah, it's a shame, man. Like, I wonder how many episodes I have lost. So many, So many. Think of all the things that I've talked about on those lost episodes that nobody's heard. There's so many. I have one of the lost episodes. The one that I had recorded that I lost today. I remember that was about. It was about me pretending that I owned the Statue of Liberty. Oh, I changed this guy's catchphrase. This guy's catchphrase used to be hand crank, and I had to change it. So we'll see what it is. We meet again. Jam finger. That's his new catchphrase. I thought that was funny. So that's what happened in the last episode. But what I had talked about, which I probably won't talk about in this episode because I can't be bothered to do it again, is I talked about how I would pretend that I owned the Statue of Liberty, and then I would go to potential investors, potential buyers, and say, hey, would you like to buy the Statue of Liberty? I totally own it. And then I would ship the Statue of Liberty away from America to whoever bought it, like piece by piece in my suitcase, I thought that was funny, but obviously the gods of Animal Crossing didn't think it was funny and deleted the episode. So we're doing this instead. And what I'm going to do today is just do a little recap of a lot of the stuff that I've talked about in lost episodes that we've missed. You know, there's been a lot. I think it's got to be like 30 episodes that we haven't got that have just fallen apart. So there's been some stuff that I've talked about, and you guys haven't had the chance to hear it. And if there's something you want me to talk about again, let me know, okay? So there was buying the Statue of Liberty, which is what it is, right? There was another one, which was about, I think I did one about space, about going to space, but this one was like a whole other episode about living in space. I know I did one about space crimes. That's what I did. So I was gonna do one where I built my own like a space. What do you call it? A space station. And I would fight with the International Space Station because this is my space station, and then start like, you know, some kind of space wars. You know, which would later on be turned into a series of films. Some incredibly successful. Some less successful. So that one got lost. My favorite one that got lost, and I don't know if I should say this because I might bring it back, but this one happened a long time ago, and I haven't brought it back since then. But I did a whole episode, and it probably went 20 minutes. It was a long episode where I talked about trying to imagine what if fruits. Okay. If all of the different fruits in the world, apples, oranges, apricots, etc., if they all made noise, what noise would they make? And so I tried to guess what noise. Like lemons and limes would probably be a little tart, a little bit like, you know. But an apple would be more friendly than warm, like oh, you know. If fruits could make noise, what noises would they make? That's pretty much that episode. And I legit went on for like 20 minutes about that one. I really liked it, and I was so happy with it. And then it turns out it didn't save, and I'm like, well, is that for the best? Do you know what I mean? Possibly. Maybe. I tried to tell somebody that episode, and they were like, this is really stupid. So, maybe it's for the best it got lost. I did one where I talked about a TV show that I came up with, which involved a man. This one, I don't know. I'm kind of glad I lost this one because I might actually try to make this TV show. So I don't want to give it away. But it was a TV show where, like, everything goes wrong and all the actors get really annoyed at each other. So, I don't know. We'll see about that. These are just some of the ideas that, you know, every day I have to do an episode, and sometimes you lose them and you just do it again. You know, the spontaneity is gone. You just have to come up with something else. So, and funny enough, today's episode isn't spontaneous at all because I'm just talking about all the old stuff that I did. So it's not really super spontaneous, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know, there's a question where people are like, would you ever... But one episode was me hypotheticalizing about, like, what would you do if you had fingers for hands? No, not fingers for hands. If you had feet for hands and hands for feet, what would you do? So there was one where I talked about that, and also, like, you know, they say, would you rather fight one duck-sized horse or 100 horse-sized... No. 100 horse... One horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses, right? And I did one about that, where I was like, I wouldn't fight any of them, to be frank. If I saw a duck that big, by the way, I would take that duck home with me. Me and that duck would be best friends. You know what I mean? Seems weird to want to capture it. Well, it seems weird to want to go up and punch a duck like that in the face, you know? But, so this is just some of the stuff I was hypotheticalizing about. What else was there? There was a lot. I've had a lot of episodes that just didn't take, and it's been a real shame. Some of them I've just done them over again, but most of them I come up with a new thing. Cause you gotta come up with a new thing, you know. One of them was about if I had the power of the sun, what would I do? But I didn't really know how to work that properly. Like, what does that mean if I had the power of the sun? You know, like that I'm a giant ball of constantly burning gas that's going to overheat the earth. Is that what I meant? You know what I mean? Like that's too broad for me to figure out. So I see him. What if you were the size of a horse, Mr. Duck? What do you think of that? Are you one of those mycomologists? Sure. I'm pretty sharp when it comes to finding mushrooms. Oh, thing is, there aren't many around here. That's not even a real ecologist. That's not true at all. I don't believe that. So that's it. That's a little brief rundown of the behind-the-scenes magic that goes on my show. Basically, the magic is I just make something up and hope to God that the episode saves. And if it doesn't, then I have to go and do it again. You know, and that's today's episode. They can't all be winners, but there we are. Thank you very much for watching today. If there any of those topics I talked about today you want to hear me go over again, let me know and I'll just make them up. I feel like it's more fun to go and make something else up though, you know, more spontaneous. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this shitty episode. It wasn't great, but you know, it's Animal Crossing every day. You gotta do what you gotta do. Tomorrow will be better. We'll roll the dice. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye. Take care.